See the dwarfs and see the giants. Which one would you choose to be? And if you can't get that together, here's the answer. Here's the key. You could freeze like a 30th century man. Welcome to Nerds Gone Rogue, episode 116. My name is Matthew Keel at @Infinite_Rewind on every social media platform I choose to be on. Alongside me, my bros, Moose at Svhenn. How are you, sir?
Doing well, man. Doing well. It's Monday.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Corey off a nice, lovely wedding reception weekend at Corey in HD 86.
That's me.
Except for PSN, where he is still Rogue Spartan.
Yeah.
Worst big I saw.
PSN name change. Come on down. I will gladly get rid of all my PlayStation 3 purchases if I can just let me do it.
You never liked PS3 anyway.
That's true. It's fair.
Okay.
And all the best PS3 games are now on PS4. So
that's true.
I'm just gonna throw that out.
Actually,
except for Infamous.
That's fucking false. No, they're not.
And Mod Nation Racers for Matt.
Well, that one, but like Pixel Junk Eden's not. Horde's not. Shatter's not. Yeah. You say that because you've never played them.
You're right. Worth my time.
Okay.
Too busy playing Ninja Turtles and X-Men arcade games.
Too busy playing that Puyo Tetris. Only
only the Tetris.
So
I still wasted $40 on that game just to play Tetris, even though the demo you can play unlimited Tetris. And it's free.
Did. Yeah, you done fucked up.
So
you had a wedding reception for your cousin this weekend. How'd that go?
Yeah, my cousin Michael got married, and we went to a nice brunch for his reception. And let me tell you what. I love biscuits and gravy, but these were the best biscuits and gravy I've ever had in my life.
I think there's an argument already without even tasting them.
Yeah, I'm just telling you.
Because they're above the Mason-Dixon line.
Yeah. Well,
I mean that's automatically inferior biscuits. It really is.
Let me tell you about this gravy. Let me tell you about it. It was the right amount of consistency between creamy and thickness.
That's a good biscuit.
It had just the right amount of like sausage chunks without being overbearing.
Without being like a sausage stew.
Yeah. And then the biscuits, well, they were gone as soon as I put that gravy on. It was like swimming in a pool of biscuits and gravy. I was like doing laps, it's good. It was a good time.
For those young swimmers, that was called the gravy stroke that he was just doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, man, you don't get this from not eating the biscuits and gravy.
That's true.
Let me tell you. Although, it's going away.
Yeah, you are losing weight.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Trying. Yeah. I'm trying. I did eat pretty good today, though. I had to, like, pull the reins back from yesterday. Oh my gosh, dude! I ate so much yesterday. I ate so much at brunch yesterday that I didn't even eat dinner. I ate that much, and I was like not feeling well this morning. Let's just say there's a lot of toilet paper being used today.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a lot of air freshener and toilet paper. I'm so glad I'm married because that line would not be picking up any chicks.
True. Or maybe it'd just be picking up the wrong chicks.
That's true.
It's true.
So, what's you guys playing?
As he disappears when he asks the question.
Well, he's kind of setting it up. He's probably going to grab his food so that he can eat. So he's like, peace out. Y'all fight over who's going to go first. Corey, you go first, man. What you
All
doing?
right. Well, I play a little bit of Destiny 2, and I'm kind of realizing that game is not fitting my current lifestyle.
Is that because of baby or just because it just sucks?
No, it's because it's because I have all these great games to play, and I only have about 3 hours to myself every night before I go to bed, which is pushing it, to be honest, because I like to go to bed a little bit early. So, like, if I make it,
play Tetris anyway. So,
and if I make it to 11:30, I'm pretty happy. But I don't know, man. I've been playing it more casually, and like my old raid group, I think, is mad at me because I'm not playing a lot. But I'm just like, I can't. You know what?
Are they aware of the fact that you have a baby?
Yeah.
Well, then fuck them.
Yeah,
very
it's weird. Sometimes gamer groups just don't give a fuck about life.
I mean,
yeah. So,
well, they might. Well, you're at the age, though. In your defense, you're at the age where people are still single. You know, still not getting married.
Oh no, my raid group is all paired off, and most of them have kids. And
then what is their problem?
I don't know. I don't know. But the other day, this brings me to the next game I've been playing. I was playing. I was so inspired by the Browns' non-losses that I went out and picked up Madden.
Oh,
and I'm currently sitting at 7-3 online, and I only play as the Browns. I only play as the Browns. So I was online playing Madden. I was chucking the old pigskin, as they say. And my friend messages me. He's like, "You should be playing Destiny instead of Madden. What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I'm playing Madden because I only have 45 minutes to play games right now. And this is the game I chose to spend my time with." I love my friends, but they are... Yeah. Sometimes I want to punch him, you know? And then sometimes I want to hug him, you know? It's just the way friends are.
Yeah, it's understandable.
So, Destiny, I kind of am like playing way more casual, and I've actually, my cousin that got married this weekend, we've been playing Destiny more casual together. You know, and then we've been chatting through PlayStation chat while I'm playing Spider-Man as well, trying to chip away at that game. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I'm having a surprisingly good time with Madden, especially playing online. So, I got my butt handed to me a couple times, but I've also made 3 people quit. So, I think it evens out. So, you know, when you're losing 20-0 to the Browns in Madden online, and you're the Patriots or you're the Rams, just saying.
It is sad.
Yeah. So, although the Rams running back is real good, I'm just throwing it out there. One of my losses.
Well, they're really good.
Yeah,
Rams.
I know.
That's
but
the problem.
In Madden, what's his name? Gurley is is the running back.
Todd Gurley, yeah.
Yeah, like I was driving down the field, right? I score with 7 seconds left, and the score is 7-7, right? 7-7. So I sent it to overtime, as the Browns do, overtime. So I kick off. I'm playing really, really good defense. I sack the guy twice. He's on the 9-yard line. His 9-yard line. He runs the ball to try to center it, to punt it. Todd Gurley breaks 7 tackles. 7. And he runs for a 91-yard touchdown to win the game. So I'm like,
that's insane.
This is the run.
Yeah. I'm like, this feels like a Browns game.
Yeah.
But they won this weekend.
They won like 12-10?
12-9 against the Ravens. Just saying, the The Ravens, man. It's a big win. It was a big
Is
win.
it? I don't even know how the Ravens are doing. I know the Eagles lost.
They're now 3-2, but they're in first place in the division. So,
Okay.
So we got a division win.
That's
Beat
good.
the first place team in the division.
So you got it now.
And that field goal, though, man. Ooh, that field goal. Hey, well, first,
I love seeing Corey like this. It's so good.
First off, our kicker missed an extra point. Missed an extra point, and okay, a lot of people miss 56-yard field goals, so I'll give him that one. But he missed an extra point.
Not me. I've never missed one.
In the second. Well, you know what? Nobody can be.
I was just gonna say he's never attempted one. So, anyways,
so he kicks. It's a 37-yard field goal, which is a chip shot for 99.9% of field goal kickers in the NFL. Right? Chip shot, 37 yards. Woo!
Yeah.
Laser beamed. He cleared the crossbar by like, I don't know. It
reeked of trying to miss, right?
Yeah. It was the most Browns field goal I've ever seen in my life. Oh, but we won, so it doesn't matter. Ooh. That was man. It was rough. It was scary. I just want to throw that out there. It's real scary. When you're on your second kicker of the season, and you still can't go out there and just be sure he's going to hit a 37-yard field goal. So,
yeah, well,
but it's all right. We won. So
cool.
Tell you what, though,
else?
Baker Mayfield looked real good on Sunday. He can make quick decisions.
He's the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
I really don't know.
Plus, the Browns are on the national spotlight when Colin Cowherd starts making fun of them on his show. So I'm like, we're doing something right. So we're on the herd.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So we're doing it and doing it well.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. A coworker of mine, she said the Browns were like the ultimate sleeper team this year. And I said, yeah, but will they wake up? And apparently they've been waking up. So
yeah.
Well, the Eagles have been going to sleep.
If there was within 10 plays this season, the Browns could be 5-0. Just want to throw that out there. I'm gonna be one of those guys that says the Browns should be 5-0.
We're not doing this. We're not. I'm not going to let you go down. I'm not even let you go down. Super fan conspiracy theory. Like all we had to do. Are you playing anything else, sir?
Let's see. What else? Tetris,
of course.
Shadow the Tomb Raider. I'm making my way through.
Making your way downtown.
Yeah, it's good. I don't know if I'm going to finish it right now, but it's good. Also, played the first hour of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. A little worried about this game.
Really?
Because like the tutorial, I know I've only played an hour, but the tutorial, there's these tutorial islands that kind of show you the ropes. They're not really tutorials, but they're clear out this space and it takes you to the next area after you clear out these islands, right? These 3 islands are very similar. There's 3 wolf dens. There's some camps. And I know that's a very Assassin's Creed thing, but within these 3 little islands, that's all you could come up with for a tutorial section. I don't know. I'm gonna play it though because I really liked Origins, and it took me about 5 hours to really get into Origins. So I'm gonna give Odyssey a few more hours.
Just 5 hours.
Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
I got time.
But you know what else worries me is a bunch of websites put out, oh yeah, Assassin's Creed Odyssey gets good after 15 hours. I'm like, that's. Remember when people were complaining that Assassin's Creed 3 took 4 hours to get to the main part of the game? And now people are like, oh man, this game's great. It gets great after 15 hours. I'm like,
I was listening to the Beastcast on our way back today, and I just heard Yeah, I love Alex Navarro because he'll say like, "So I spent 70 hours with Assassin's Creed this week," and you know exactly what he means just because of the way the way his tone goes, and it was nice to see Austin or to hear Austin Walker back on the Beastcast after a while. But both of them are made like basically they painted the picture that all the good faith brought forth by Origins has kind of been wrung the fuck out in Odyssey. Now, I've also heard people say they like Odyssey.
Yeah, Odyssey seems to be getting a lot more mixed reviews than Origins did, because I feel like Origins was kind of universally good, if not great, throughout most outlets. And like I've been seeing scores anywhere between like 6s to 9.5s, and some people are even saying it's like the second coming of I don't know, what were they saying? I already forget.
Of Altair.
No, they were comparing it to another action RPG, but I forget what it was. So yeah,
Metal Gear Solid 5.
No,
that has been thrown out there, which is weird.
Yeah, I did see that. I also saw Breath of the Wild comparisons, and man, what is this? I can't. I'll figure it out.
Captain Canada's in the chat, and we're always happy to see him.
Yeah,
he says he's played about 5 hours, and he loves the shit out of it, and he despises that series.
Yes. He does despise the Assassin's series.
Well, see, I do as well, but
Assassin's Creed.
But like hearing you talk about Origins the way you did last year,
yourself, Moose. Huh. Get it? Because Assassins has 2 asses in it.
Oh jeez.
I'm glad I'm here.
I am too, believe it or not. But like hearing you talk about the way Bayek and what was it, Aya's story, from Origins, like that brought an interest out of me that I hadn't had in that series ever, and hearing just everybody talk about, I'll say it this way, hearing everybody that from like a press and criticism point of view talk about the game has been one narrative, but hearing people who are just people who play games like similar to our situation, they've loved it. So my guess is, and this is just something I've thought about video games for a while, like video games are becoming a medium that is going to have 2 stories, one by just players and one by people who have to review them, because I feel like having to review them, like you just like gotta get through, gotta understand all of this, and whereas people who play, they could just sort of go at their own pace. And I think maybe it depends on which narrative I guess you want to listen to.
Yeah, I mean, I it's weird because all my favorite Assassin's Creed games are the ones that they've all been developed by the same team at Ubisoft. Brotherhood, Black Flag, and Origins have all been developed by the same team, and I don't know if that's just a coincidence or if it's like just that team knows how to tell a better story than most of them.
Well, did they do 2 as well?
No, they did not do 2. I mean, I think part of that team did 2, but I think the core team, that first game they did was Brotherhood, and then Black Flag, and then Origins. So, I don't know, man. I really loved Origins. That story did more for me than Assassin's Creed usually does, which is not much, to be honest with you. But I really like the dynamic between Bayek and Aya, and I don't know. I think that relationship, like the husband and wife relationship, or just like a partner relationship in that game, really gave it more depth than something like Odyssey is going to, just because Odyssey, you're playing a mercenary who doesn't like so far. Granted, I'm only like an hour in, and maybe Captain Canada can speak more to this in the chat, but like, I think going it alone as one person and not having that companion to keep in contact with and showing that you have a meaningful relationship somewhere in the world kind of feels like this game took a step back almost, you know?
Yeah,
but
I'm with you.
I don't look, I'm only an hour in and this game is somewhere between 50 and 75 hours long. So, you know, you can't really make a accurate review after an hour of playing a game like this. So,
well, yeah. And like the one glaring factor that I heard out of Alex and Austin was that Austin's only like 25 hours in, and he was saying that even then they're still introducing new stuff, and that tends to be a problem for me. What are you smiling about, Moose?
Just laughing at a meme.
Oh, okay.
I'm laughing at that the record above your right shoulder.
Songs about fucking?
Yeah.
Big Black songs about fucking. That's a repeat offender. That's bad. It's been up there twice. I've seen it twice now.
I remember we had a gathering, and I think it was like last year for Reba's and my birthday, because our birthdays are in the same month, and people were going through my records saying, "Hey, play this." Then they found that, and there was an overwhelming roar to play "Songs About Fucking" by Big Black. I'm like, all right, I'll play it. The minute music comes out of the record play, people start leaving. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers, y'all asked for it, and now you're leaving. And I'm like, did you not think I would do it? I don't know what you want. But yeah, that is actually one of the better.
And ye shall receive.
Yeah, it's one of the better albums of the 80s. So.
But other than that, I played a little bit of Forza Horizon 4 as well.
Yeah,
that's a pretty looking racing game.
Nice to get some use out of the old Xbox.
I've all my third-party games are on Xbox. So.
Oh, okay, all right. Which ones are they?
Tomb Raider, Assassin's Creed, Destiny. Well, I've been playing Destiny on PlayStation actually, but that's where my friends are in that game.
I'm just trying to find ways to mess with you. That's all. Moose, what are you playing?
A lot. Oh shit.
Okay, so finished. Moose is now on the toilet.
That's where I was after those biscuits and gravy.
Captain Canada says the last AC I played was 4 and I didn't like it, so I can't really compare it to other AC games. All I know is he's talking about Odyssey. All I know is it has a gorgeous open world and it hasn't had any follow missions yet. So that's good.
I mean, that's definitely a positive.
Yeah, after 4, they kind of did away with the Unity. They did away with the follow missions.
That's a plus
because nobody likes them. Nobody likes them.
It
only took them 7 games to get rid of follow missions.
Oh, is that the ones where you're like supposed to stay behind somebody and be sneaky? Oh, fuck that shit. I think that's why I stopped playing Assassin's Creed. Because I was like,
why most people stop playing.
I stopped playing because I thought the game sucked.
I was like, get out of here with this shit. Anyways, I've been playing Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, which has been fun. I'm having a good time with that, sneaking around, stealing stuff, killing people, hiding in plain sight. It's a lot of fun. I recommend the game. I mean, if you have PlayStation Plus, and you get the games every month, it was one of the games for this year, I believe, earlier this year, and it's a lot of fun. So check it out. I'm actually enjoying it enough to the point where I might pick up the DLC, like the individual story mode DLCs, once they go on sale. But I've been playing Deus Ex. I've dived back into Prey. So Prey and Deus Ex are on my challenge list for NGP, And so I just started a whole new game over with Prey, and Prey is a lot of fun. Like it's a really good sci-fi game. So I gotten further than where I was with my first playthrough. So I'm having fun with it. They've changed a lot with the game, not in the playthrough, but like as far as they added like a story mode. I'm playing on what the What's Good Games girls like to call baby ass baby mode. And so it's like easy. And then they have super baby ass baby mode, which is just the story mode, which is like your survival is guaranteed. And I'm like, I don't want that. I'll play on easy just because I'm after the story. I'd like to check out the platinum. I haven't really looked into the platinum and see what it would take to get it, but the game's a lot of fun. Weapons are cool. It's kind of like Deus Ex, where it's not necessarily a shooter. It's more an RPG, and you can shoot, is what I should say. So I'm enjoying that. And then I just purchased the Moon Crash DLC for it, and I was reading up on that. That looks awesome. Matt, you should check out that video I posted.
I want to play that game.
Dude, like that. So, like, it's a roguelike, but you have 5 characters, like, in a playthrough that you have to get to get off the station, off the moon. And so, like, player 1, if you go a certain route, like, if you take player 2 that same route, everything's closed off. Like, if you take the escape shuttle, that escape shuttle is not an option for player 2, 3, 4, or 5. Like,
okay.
It, like, narrows things down. So, like, you have to sit there. The cool thing, though, is it has, like, a quote-unquote a mule in the game. And so it's kind of like your shared stash. Like, Diablo had its stash where you could, like, items in and your other characters could get it. So you could sit there and be like, all right, you know what? I'm doing really good with this pistol. I just picked up a shotgun. I'll throw that in there for the second, my second playthrough, so that person has a gun. And so you can share loot between your players, and then they're class-based as well. I mean, it just looks freaking insane, crazy, like, roguelike fun. And so I'm looking forward to trying that. I probably won't try it till after the first of the year because I'm trying to get through my challenge games. But it's definitely something I want to play. I've been playing more.
Is Prey a challenge game for you?
Yes. Okay. I meant the Moon Crash. Moon Crash is not challenge game because that DLC came out.
Speaking of the challenge, we have a question from the panel. Jason Marshall. He asks, "Can you ask Moose on NGR how his challenge is going?" I want a clip of him saying he'll finish. We just did the math. He has 260 or so hours to go in 83 days.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see. If he plays 5 hours a night, that's still 400 hours. So the math is there. Mathematically, he is not out of it. And that's not counting weekends. So if he could take a couple weekends and Kelly's not angry with him for just sitting in front of the PS4 all day.
Did Moose just say he had a 5-day weekend coming up? Huh?
Well, I won't have the PS4, but I will
take your Vita.
I will have the Vita. You shut your poor mouth.
I said take your Vita.
Anyways.
What are you telling me to shut my mouth for?
I'm telling Jason to shut his mouth. Anyways. So been playing that. So I've been playing a little bit of Bloodborne because I helped Ed play. We did a Platinum's play, which I need to upload. It's there. Yeah. So anyway,
going away.
I decided that I want to try and do like a Moose Plays with that and just start a whole new character and just play the game and do like a walkthrough with it, which I think would be fun just to have the videos out there, and record it. But that's been entertaining. And then I think, I bought Tokyo 42. So I bought Tokyo 42, which is an indie game.
This game looks cool.
And it's a shooter, and it is freaking crazy cool. Like, it is really cool. Like, so it's like pixelated, but it's 3D. So it's 3D pixelated graphics. Highly recommend checking it out. Just look up Tokyo 42 and watch a video on it. Okay, so you basically play a guy No spoilers, because you'll find out as you play the story. Like, you play a guy who's like the most wanted person in Tokyo, so it's like, hey, why not become an assassin? So it's like, okay, I'll become an assassin. And so you get like these assassin missions. Right. And then like it's a shooter because you can move with the left stick. It's like it's like quasi dual stick shooter. Not really, but it is. And so like you can use the right stick to shoot for like close up people. But if you're trying to snipe somebody in a building across the way, you just hit R3 and you can aim better with like your sniper rifle or something like that. And so the really cool aspect of it is it mixes in some Fez gameplay. So like you can rotate the world, but the world doesn't just rotate like quarter turns. It does like eighth turns. So like you can, it's like crazy how you can rotate
control. You can have more fine-tuned control.
Yeah, you have some more fine tuning and stuff. And then so like you're like traversing the world and running through
rotating up and down or just left or right?
No, just left and right. So like it's kind of like Fez where you're like, how do I get up to there where they want me to buy the sniper rifle? And so you have to rotate the world and see where like the landscape leads, and then you just find your way up there. I haven't.
You know what that sounds like? Sounds like Captain Toad.
Maybe I haven't played Captain Toad. But like I haven't rotated the world while I was jumping, so I don't know if it's like Fez. Like Fez, like you can rotate the world while you're jumping or moving, and it kind of helps you get to new places. But anyways, it's a lot of fun. Like Tokyo 42 is pretty cool. I picked up, there's some DLC with it as well. So, but I definitely recommend checking out the game. Like it's really cool. And it seems like the story is going to be kind of Hotline Miami-ish. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Not just in the ballpark, I should say.
Yeah.
Like that kind of neo-noir genre, 80s, like, or, like kind of like Driver, or was it Driver or Drive?
Just Drive.
It was just Drive. So like Drive was, and just, it's fun. So anyways, that's what I've been playing.
Cool.
Matt, what have you been playing?
Very little, actually. I just played, I did a little before everybody decided to literally die on me last week. I played a little more Monster Hunter. I really like that game. I'm glad I'm finally playing it. Game has been kind of a I don't want to say a revelation as in like it's some big new thing, but it's been a nice breath of fresh air compared to what else I've been playing recently. And then on the plane, I know Bagel, it sucks. On the plane to Virginia, I played more Dead Cells. I played Mega Man 11. And I haven't really, like, I wanted to do Octopath, but I just wasn't in a frame of mind. So,
question from the community.
Yeah.
Kid would like to know, do you feel Mega Man 11 is worth the $30 price tag?
No, I don't actually.
So then you agree with him. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Mega Man 11 is really fun. I mean, it's another Mega Man game, and it's good to see that they changed up the art style, so it's not just doing the 8-bit thing that 10 or 9 and 10 did. But I would definitely wait for a sale on this game. I mean, I beat all of the robot bosses. And then, you get to Dr. Wily stage, and it's another Dr. Wily stage. And while this game is super fun for me, like, which is why I had no problems paying for it, I don't expect anybody coming to Mega Man for the first time thinking $30 is enough after playing it for a little bit.
Okay. He's in the same ballpark. He wants to buy it because he's a fan, but he's like, there's no replayability. So ask him for like $30 for it isn't, Is it $39.99 or $29.99?
It's $29.
I think it's $29. I think it was $29.
So he was like, if it was $19.99, if it was $10 less, he's.
If
like,
it was $20,
buy
yeah.
him.
If it was $20,
Yeah.
it would be like you to any decent indie game. Like, you get that.
Like he was even saying like the sales are down on it and it's not really doing that well. And I'm like, I was like, I'm not a fan, so I'm gonna wait for a sale.
It's
like I've seen the reviews and the reviews are good. Like I've seen 7 to 8s, and that's what I expect out of a Mega Man game.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't expect 9s. So,
well, yeah, as sacrilege as it may sound, and Mega Man is one of my favorite series of all time. Like, the world has moved past those games. It's great that new ones come out. Like, but you know,
but I feel people like people have kind of moved back. Like retro games have added.
Yeah, but I feel like the indie retro
side
games,
scrollers and
I feel like they've moved past the Mega Man stuff though. Like, I mean, even Shovel Knight does different stuff. Like you're looking at a lot of these 2D platforming games, they're more Metroidvania now than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with
that's true. You do have a point.
Hollow Knight, Chasm, Dead Cells. You know, these games are moving past that, and like I would like to see Mega Man evolve a little bit, and you know, I know some people are gonna like yell at us or yell at me for saying that, but like I don't think there's room for an old school style Mega Man anymore.
I'm not gonna say that. I think that there's definitely still room for those, but it's not going to be a popular conscious thing. Like it's not, if Mega Man 11 were to get super crossover success and be really really big, I'd be shocked as shit because at their absolute face they are difficult as hell, and I don't care in a post Dark Souls world. Most people playing games nowadays do not want difficult games because the median age of the modern video gamer is like 35. Mm-hmm. Now let's talk about what we know about a boiler ass plate 35-year-old. More than likely they're married. More than likely they have kids. More than likely they work. So they don't have time to hone their skills on a difficult ass Capcom platformer.
I mean, they don't have their time. They don't have time to hone their skills on a lot of things. You know, that's why. Why what Moose said, he was playing Prey on baby mode. Like that's what I play all my games on. You know, I'm playing Tomb Raider on easy. I'm playing. What was it? I forget. There was another game I was playing that was on easy, and I'm like, oh, Spider-Man. I'm playing that on easy. I'm like, I don't have time to like get good. As the kids say.
Yeah, I mean, I started playing Spider-Man on one of the harder difficulties, and I'm like, you know what? I could just do this on easy, and it'll be fine.
Right. Yeah. And I'm like, if I'm playing Crucible and Destiny, and I get like a 1.0 kill death ratio, I'm like, that's good for me.
Just like fucking nailing it over
it's
here.
Like you have to. It's almost like you like people pick and choose their games that they're going to buy for the year. Like I pick and choose games that I want to play. Like on a certain difficulty level, and so like everything that's left on the challenge is going to be playing on baby mode. Mm-hmm. But like
math,
obviously, there's a lot of games that you can't change. So like Bloodborne, I'll always play on the regular setting. Sekiro next year, Neo will be played on hard. But then like you want those games where you're like, you know what, I want the story. It's like the sci-fi story behind Prey is awesome, and it's like, holy shit, I want to experience this story. But the problem with it on console is
before you move on though, like I feel like if you're going into Bloodborne or Dark Souls or Sekiro, like or Neo, you know what you're getting into. You want those games to be hard. It's not like you're expecting the same type of challenge out of Assassin's Creed or Tomb Raider.
That's true. You do have a good point. Yeah. That's
but
true.
I mean, but still, I mean, like there's a difference between I want to experience the hardness of Bloodborne and then going into new game +7 or whatever, you know?
Yeah. Like, like Dr. Blood Souls. But, Yeah, I agree with you. Like, I look at the story that's behind Prey, and it's like, this is going to be an awesome story, but Captain Can is in the chat talking about the point I was trying to bring it up. Prey on consoles has the issues of not being able to turn fast enough to fight the mimics easily. They move too fast for 30 frames per second with a controller, and I agree with that. Like, I'll be like, trying to fight the enemy, and then all of a sudden, like, it's behind me and doing damage, and I'm like, I can't do anything. What's going on? What's happening? So you get like a little bit of a disorientation, which is almost why I think they probably added the story mode, quote unquote story mode, which I think they added before they dropped the Moon Crash DLC. But it's just like a lot of games. I'm just like, I just want to play the game and enjoy the game. Like, I have so many games coming out in a year. Like, I have to play Metal Gear Solid 5 this year for the challenge. And it's like, I love Metal Gear Solid 5. And it's like, I would have loved Metal Gear Solid 5, like that type of gameplay, like right after Metal Gear Solid came out. Like, I love Metal Gear Solid on PlayStation. Loved that game. I played that game for like a year straight, nonstop. I don't think anything else went in the disk drive of my PlayStation while I was playing that game. But it's like, I don't have the time to really like explore and play it and love that game because I have other games to experience, And it's not only that there's a lot of games coming out to play, but like, I'm on this podcast, I'm on a PlayStation podcast, and to like be able to discuss games of now, I need to at least play them. You know what I mean? So it's going to get to the point where it's like, okay, well, I love your game, but I'm playing it on easy and just to get the story, and that's it, So, anyways,
yeah,
that was my rant.
Done.
But bringing it back, Mega Man 11 is not a bad game. It's not a bad Mega Man game, but
right.
if you've never played a Mega Man game, you're probably not going to like it because you're probably going to go in and go, man, this is freaking difficult. Because that's Mega Man.
I see, said the blind man.
Yeah. Other than that, I watched a lot of My Hero Academia. And I've been listening to a lot of.
What you watching that on?
Hulu. That is a really good anime, and the partner likes it as well. So
it's always a plus.
Yeah.
It's always a plus. I need to watch Ozark season 2. Y'all need to check out Ozark if you haven't seen that. That's good.
I think once
it's
I'm
on the list.
Once I'm caught up there, I will check it out. Oh, and Corey, I did check out that Power Rangers movie.
Yeah, we talked about it last week, I think.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember.
I don't
Maybe
remember.
We didn't. Maybe we
No,
didn't.
I know it was in a post. He said something in a post.
Yeah, you told me about it last week, and
maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, but I did watch it. That movie is really good.
I'll check it out.
As someone who categorically cannot stand Power Rangers, I think it's a stupid as fuck idea, executed in a very stupidly curious way, which is why I couldn't stop watching it when it was on, because I just kept looking at it going, man, this is really weird. It just keeps getting weirder. That movie is a very good origin story.
Yeah.
For that.
I liked it because of how simple it was.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't try to do too much with it, and they knew what it was, and they still like went with it. And I like how they played around with like the different personalities of the kids, I liked it because the first 2/3 of the movie is about the kids, like their life, like not being a Power Ranger, which is
because
super
in the
interesting.
show you just see basically Saved by the Bell.
Yeah,
and then it's just Saved by the Bell, except shitty ass Zach Morris now has a giant mech. It's just what? Why do I care?
Yeah. So and like, I think the cheesiest thing of the whole movie was like they did the thing where all the Zords run next to each other and they play the dumb theme song.
Oh yeah,
for like 15 seconds.
Oh yeah, I'm like, okay. All right, this is fine.
Yeah.
This is fine.
Yeah. This is okay.
Like, I'm like, I see what you're doing here, and I'm okay with it. But no, like I thought Bryan Cranston did really well as Zordon.
Yeah, what a twist on that character where he was kind of like
Yeah.
trying to self
Like, I'm not sure he's not the villain here.
yeah, I know.
Like, even after the end of it, I'm like, I'm still not sure. I think he's just trying to. And then I think Elizabeth Banks as Rita Repulsa was really good.
Mm-hmm. And really tying her into the Green Ranger origin was really cool.
Yeah, which is something.
Spoilers.
Did they ever make that in the show? Did that ever become a thing?
It's spoilers for 2017's Power Ranger movie, which Hasbro did announce. Hasbro did announce they were making a sequel to, by the way, which I'm pretty excited about. She created the Green Ranger, but they never directly said that she was the Green Ranger at one point because
oh wait, yeah, I forgot that asshole. What's his name? Tommy.
Yeah.
Like he shows up and then he's like the badass new kid. Moose, you can unplug your ears now.
Okay, I'm back.
Because we're talking about stuff from the old show, not new movie.
Okay.
So
all right. Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. But I was pleasantly surprised with how good that movie was. Don't get me wrong, it's not like an Academy Award winning film or anything, but it was fun.
Yeah,
it was
I mean,
fun.
I feel like in the age of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 2017 film is a B movie, one of those, and it has a lot of spirit. So it's I enjoyed that movie.
Yeah, especially like the way they played around with Billy too, where like Billy was always the smart one, but in this they kind of played around with like, a lot of things, and then
they play around with like. They played around with like dealing with someone on the spectrum, and there's some abuse as well as a kid trying to deal with his mom being sick. And then
Trini trying to deal with does she tell her family, her very strict family, that she's gay? Like that. Yeah. They played around with that a little bit, and it's like it's really interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, no. If you're interested, check it out. And then if you also are interested, Corey, you really need to check out My Hero Academia. You watch the first 2 episodes. If you're not in after that, I understand.
I'll check it out.
That's is that on like Hulu or Netflix or something?
It's on Hulu. Yeah.
Okay.
Just watch the dub version because that'll be in English.
Right.
I'm not going to get involved in the anime, which is better sub v dub, because that's a weird argument. But I generally watch the sub most of the time, or I'm sorry, the dub, because it's easier.
Fair. Yep.
And yeah, Dead Cells is still good.
Dead Cells is still good.
It's still good.
Yep. Dead Cells is a game.
Mm-hmm. That's a game.
Man, what a game that came out of nowhere for me, man. That's a game that I had zero interest in because of it's literally everything I hate about games in one package, and I love it. I can't not play it.
Yeah, it's like I need to play other games on my Switch, and I keep seeing that. I'm like, you know what? Sorry, other games.
Yeah, sorry, games.
Sorry, games. The hand of the king needs to be beat again, and I need to find a way to do it.
Oh, speaking of other games, I got Mario Party for Switch.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to try to make Sana play it with me.
Well, hearing Abby talk about it on the Beastcast, I'm like, why do I now want a Mario Party? So
to be fair, I got it because Ed, Jesse, and I are going to play an online game for POW Block.
Play or POW Block?
POW Block.
Okay.
And I think we're going to record a whole episode during a match of Mario.
Yeah. Well, at least the turn max is only 20.
I know.
Rather than 50, which lasts.
Thank God.
You could
who thought 50 turns of Mario Party was a good idea?
Dan Reichert. He's the only one.
Yeah, but at least they turned into a show.
Yeah, but a show where everybody else sits there hating Dan while he's just having the time of his life.
Have you ever watched? Have you ever watched Mario Party Party?
Oh no, Moose doesn't watch Giant Bomb.
No, I'm talking about you.
Oh, of course, I've watched them all.
Have you ever watched the old Game Informer ones before he left for Giant Bomb?
No.
Oh my gosh, they're even funnier. Like they're probably just as funny.
And I still remember when they announced it at E3. You see everybody at Giant Bomb going, "Oh man!" You see like nine people are all like this, and you just see Dan going, "Yes!" And then he's like, "Oh, they're calling it Super Mario Party." Oh god, I don't. Man. I now I've talked myself out of wanting a Mario Party game. And I'm all right with it.
Good.
I feel like I did the right. I feel like I've done right. So it is 9:56.
Yeah, I have a topic I actually want to talk about real quick. I mean, it's not like we're not going to spend like 20 minutes on it or anything, but
Kavanaugh sucks. Done.
Well, yeah, I'm not. I watched Saturday Night Live. It was pretty good what they did with that. So, but anyways. The Walking Dead's going to be finished. You guys see that?
Yeah, that's
Skybound Games is contracting out the Telltale developers got laid off so they can finish the game.
I mean, are they going after that team?
Yes.
Okay, I'm all right with that as long as the people who got laid off get to finish.
Yeah, Robert Kirkman, the creator of The Walking Dead, came out and said he's contracting out the team so they can finish their vision because he said, quote,
Telltale did them fucking wrong.
Yeah. Well, but he said, I don't want to lose Rick and Clem in the same year.
Oh, man.
Because I guess Rick is leaving, or Andrew Lincoln.
He's leaving. Yeah. The actor is leaving.
Yeah, which is weird because he's turning around and directing the show now. He's gonna direct like 5 episodes a season. But he also said he
fucking care about the Walking Dead TV show. I mean,
still the highest rated show on TV, so somebody does.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy how big that show still is.
Yeah. I mean, like, I stopped watching after like 3 seasons. But I also like bad TV shows like Gotham and Arrow and The Flash. So I'm not really one to be Well,
see, I've heard those shows are okay.
Yeah, I mean, I like Gotham. I know Charlie and Todd will probably come after me with batarangs and shove them through my eyeballs, but
well, okay. I mean, Todd, all right. I will get. I've seen Charlie talk about some shit.
When the heck do we stop watching?
I love them both, but I've seen Charlie talk about some badass TV. I'm just saying. Man.
I've been watching.
I tried Riverdale on his recommendation, and I hated myself.
That's the most CW show I've ever watched.
I'm like, what the hell am I doing? What did I do?
I watched two.
Moose, that's not right.
I tried watching it. And then Kelly was like, "Are we watching a girl show?" And I was like,
"Hey, you know what? As somebody who admittingly watched Gossip Girl all the way through twice, I can tell you that Riverdale is not a good show."
Oh shit!
Gossip Girl, wow,
it's a good show.
Okay.
Spoilers for Gossip Girl. Dan is Gossip Girl.
Cool. So I'm happy that that particular team and those individuals are going to be able to finish the work. Hopefully they are paid properly for it.
Well, see, that's good that's happening, because when I read it, like Skybound was taking over, I was like, the fuck do they know about game development? So it's cool that they're like actually going to contract out the whole team and let them finish their vision.
Well,
so
Robert Kirkman's been wanting to make a gaming division for a while because I think he wants to do an Invincible.
And that would be cool.
And like I think this is the stepping stones to that, where like he wants to see how The Walking Dead finishes out, and he might keep that team around for Telltale style Invincible game.
What's
Now, see, that would be cool.
Invincible is
cool.
Robert Kirkman's other comic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's finished though, hasn't it?
Yeah, he did it as like a limited series. I think it's only like 30 issues or something.
Yeah, like so Invincible is done, but a great I want to read it. I just haven't had the chance to because I have no attention span for anything other than video games.
That's what I'm talking about.
But that would be cool. Like that would be. I hope they are able to do what they want to do with the Walking Dead series, and I hope if this is his stepping stone and doing something for Invincible, they're able to do that too. That would be awesome. Yeah. I think that would be really. I think that's a good game to have that style of medium, like a video game in that vein. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, so and I'm like, kudos to Robert Kirkman for like. It's not his fault the Telltale like did all this, but he definitely gets like points for doing the right thing. You know, I mean, I know it's probably like a publicity move to say I don't want my IP ruined like this, but like, you know,
I mean, it's there's good and bad on both sides of that, but I think that as someone who has been laid off from a company that was about to not exist, it made me thankful that the company that did that to me did the right thing and gave everybody a severance rather than saying, okay, we got to shut the door. That's it.
Yeah.
Bye.
Peace.
And yeah, like what Telltale did was really fucking shitty.
Yeah.
Do
you see they laid off like 50% more of their staff this week? Like, I mean,
I thought they were just done. I thought they finally
closed. No, there was 25 people left, and they laid off like 13 more people this past weekend.
Yeah, what are they doing?
Yeah, what are they doing? Besides Minecraft for Netflix, what are they doing? What is
Minecraft for Netflix? I don't even know what that is.
And you know what's even crazier? You know what came out this weekend?
What?
Batman Season 2 for Switch.
Damn.
What are you doing?
Who knows? I think they were. Oh God, they were spread way too thin.
Well, and I mean, hearing the guys at Giant Bomb talk about it.
God, dude, Jeff was getting so pissed.
Gershman was like, "When was it ever good there?" Because it seemed like once Walking Dead hit, they just started taking contract after contract. They weren't really breathing.
They weren't taking a breath. They weren't fixing their fucking engine. They weren't doing anything like right. And it's sad that, and you know, and all of them Minecraft story mode the last part of it is going to suffer because of this. Mm-hmm. You know, because it's mismanagement, and I feel that's a problem with the industry. Like, it's just, hey, let's make a quick buck, and treat, because they have no union to try and like stand up to anything. Like, it's just like, okay, well, we'll just fire you and whatever. We're not going to make that money. We'll get other people to do it. So there's no standardization. There's no job security.
It's just a weird industry, man.
It is.
It's I feel like very rarely can people figure it out. You know, like I think there's a few companies like outside of like first party stuff. Like there's a few
like Blizzard and Valve seem to have it figured out.
Insomniac seems to have it figured out.
I feel like Bethesda has. I feel like Bethesda has it figured out, but I also don't know.
Motion Twin's got it figured out, I think, because they're all wholly owned by like the amount of people that make that game. I feel like Supergiant Games has got it figured out with Bastion, Transistor, and Pyre.
Well, I mean, not talking about that, but like I'm talking about just. I don't know what working conditions are like at any of these places, and I'm referring to like more of the bigger guys. Yeah. Like I feel like Supergiant. I think that Greg probably has an idea of how he wanted it to be ran just from his time at GameSpot. He's like, I don't want to hear about shit like what I heard from these guys while I was in the industry. And plus he worked at EA, so he probably got his fill of like the big machine of games. But I think there are probably some companies that have it figured out, but they've also done enough to afford themselves space to have it figured out. Whereas,
there's also like, you have to look at developers, like say for like God of War or Spider-Man, like Insomniac or Sony Santa Monica, where it's like, okay, well, if they're laying off people, like really, is that like a layoff of the people internally, or is that like, hey, we brought on a shit ton of contract people to try and get this job done, and now we're done with the game, so we don't need them anymore? So is that really people from the standard studio being laid off, or is it people like that have been added on, quote unquote, as contractors? So
exactly, and that's
the
also
other thing that needs to be. Yeah, that needs to be looked at too, because I mean, if I'm paying to have a job being done and the dude needs help, and it's like, well, I can contract this out for like half the price of what I'm, asking for, but it'll be an additional hand, I'd be like, yeah, go do it. You know what I mean? But as soon as the job's done, he's done. But I'll still work with you on other things that I need done around the house or whatever I'm doing. So it's understandable to a point, but I feel like the video game industry is like more times than not shitty to the developers and their employees. And that's a problem. Like, you get people who are like, even talking about like Deus Ex Mankind Divided, like the fact that game is a good game is like a freaking miracle, because the Square Enix in Europe wanted to like do all kinds of shit to that game. And the fact that Eidos Montreal, I think, did it, was able to even put the freaking game out is crazy, because they just kept adding stuff for them to do, like in these do these just these milestones that they had to hit, and they hit them. And I feel the game is great. Like, it looks great, plays great, it's a lot of fun, but it's just insane, because it's like, you need to treat your employees like people, So I think the industry needs more of that. And I feel, it's going to come to a head or to a point where people are just going to get tired of working in the industry and just be like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to do something else.
I think quietly that's what's been happening for like 20, 30 years now. People have they've gotten into this looking to contribute and probably leave a mark, and then they just get wrung the hell out. And I think
you're also
seeing no middleware anymore.
You're seeing like programmers move away from like programming games to moving over to like Microsoft or Twitch for streaming technology, or learning how to make VR experiences that aren't games. Like you're seeing these programmers move that direction, and you're seeing a lot of artists move away from games and moving over to animation studios. Like, I know Pixar just hired like 3 or 4 game devs to help with their next project. Like game devs as animators moving over to making movies instead, because let's face it, Disney's got that money to pay them.
And then the one thing, the last thing I want to say on the subject is fuck anybody that's saying, well, if they really care about the game, they should work for free.
Yeah, fuck you and fuck that.
Yeah.
Not you,
like,
but the people that say that. Yes.
The people that say that, like, clearly you are not thinking about.
You don't understand what it takes to survive as a human being.
I'm pretty sure on some level you worry about your survival and nobody else's. This is not fucking some acoustic guitarist who's really looking for a break, and the only way they can get a break is to play gigs and get exposure. Video games don't work that way.
They don't. They don't.
And take your entitled ass out of the conversation, because you are clearly not equipped to handle it.
You're an asshole. Stop listening to my show.
I mean, not even that. Like, if they listen to us, I'll speak directly to you. Fuck you. I don't care if you don't listen again. Secondly, they probably don't listen.
Yeah.
They're probably, you know, on Podcast Beyond talking about, I miss Colin and Greg, bring them back. Or they're probably on What's Good Games going, are you guys real gamers? You know, fuck them.
Internet's a great place, guys. I love being on here.
It can be so good and so terrible all at the same time. And the proof of that is Bowsette. What do you say we do 20 questions, gentlemen?
Sure, why not? We'll give it a whirl. We'll give it a good old call.
Why can't we see you, Matt? Are you hiding something?
What do you mean? Can you not see me?
No, your camera's off.
I see you.
Oh, I don't see him. Whatever. It's all good.
You can't see me? You can't see me?
Oh, what? There he is. Oh, it got like my Google Hangouts got locked on your profile picture, like when you turn the camera off. That was really weird. I'm sad that I could have fixed that and I didn't know. Captain Can is in the chat. Game developers have one of the worst work environments, and when a game doesn't work out, they get called lazy, which is sad. Yeah, I mean, you could put your heart and soul, blood, sweat, and tears, and that person can work like 100 times harder than anybody we know, and they'll still get called lazy because the game didn't do well.
Yep.
So it sucks
because people don't understand how games are made. You know?
Right, and that's the problem. Like,
and things are buggy because if you fix one thing, it could break 30 other things.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So you have to say, can this guy, like, if you're climbing a wall, maybe he jumps to his death once or twice from a bug, or the rest of the game just breaks. You know?
Well, I think also the problem is, like, you have people in charge who don't understand. It's kind of like, I think it's kind of like the record company. Like, you got people in charge of the record company, like, trying to make albums, make money on albums and all that shit. And, like, I feel the indies of the video game industry is what is is moving in a direction. Yeah, obviously, the Metallicas of the video games, the U2s of the video games. I'm just dropping names.
Yeah, you're making
like those.
That's fine.
Those type of developers / artists are going to be able to make money. But you also have, like, these indie people out there that are just like, I'm going to produce my own record. Like, I don't like the record label and what they're doing with me anymore, so I'm going to put my own label out, or my own album out. And I think
Moose, what would your independent album be called?
What would my independent album be called?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fear the Old Blood.
No. See, no. That's
You're
too
welcome.
Obvious. I don't know. Anyways, I'll think about it. Maybe I'll have it next week. But
keep your hands clean.
Wash your damn hands.
Ketchup and mustard, the Moose Burger story.
May the good blood guide your way.
I feel like the record company's kind of going that way. And it just needs to be, I feel it just needs to be more of like, look, we've read the story where, like, the head of Sony didn't like God of War when it was pitched. And then look how awesome God of War is. And it's like, okay, well, maybe you need to realize something. Maybe you just need to be like, you know what? You guys know what you're doing. Make some games. You know what I mean?
Well, It was Shuhei, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't Shuhei.
It wasn't Shuhei?
No, Shuhei, I think, was all in. It was the actual head.
Sean Layden?
No. Not of PlayStation, of actual Sony, I thought it was.
Kaz Hirai?
Yeah. Or not even, I can't remember. I'd have to pull up the article to see who exactly it was. But he was like, he didn't like it at all. And then look at the reaction that it got. But anyways, let's do 20 questions.
Yeah, like, I remember Shuhei saying, like, I don't know what's happening here, guys.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll let you finish it, but, like, something's got to change. Okay, all right, so this is 20 questions. I have a game. Corey and Moose are going to ask me a series of yes or no questions. After 5 questions, they get a 2-minute huddle. After 20, they get a 5-minute huddle. If at any point they guess and are wrong, they lose. If at any point they guess and they are right, they win. Whoever wins gets a point. Let's do this. It is 3 for Moose, 2 for me, and 1 for Corey.
Yeah. It's like golf. Whoever has a low score wins.
No.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Hashtag wrong.
Golf. What a dumb sport.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna hit this little tiny ball into a little cup.
Whose game is it?
500 yards
It's my
away
game.
with a stick.
Who's going first, gentlemen?
Me.
Go ahead, Corey.
Is this an indie game?
No.
Great.
Was this game released before January 1st, 2000?
Yes.
Does this game have multiplayer?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a big question I
Shit.
didn't ask last time.
Does this game have melee combat?
Yes.
Can you choose a character in this game?
I'm gonna say yes. That's question 5.
Like,
All right.
like you understood my question, right? Like, is there
Yes.
like multiple characters you can play
There are
as?
multiple characters you can play as.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
before 2000, multiple characters you can play as. There's melee
Multiplayer.
combat.
There's melee
It's
combat.
multiplayer.
Yep.
Is it Mario Party 2? Just kidding.
Nope, it's not.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Do you want to ask console exclusivity, developed by the West or the East?
Yeah, we can go
You
that
can
way.
ask, is there shooting mechanics?
Is
Is
it?
there
Wait, we asked.
RPG
If,
elements?
this is before 2000, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I asked if it was
Okay.
released before January 1st, 2000.
All right.
Yes, you did.
Do we want to narrow down
Console?
2D console, 2D, 3D?
1 minute left.
Maybe instead of console, more like a generation. Just try to get it in there.
Okay,
first.
so what generation would that would be the
Let's see. It's like it's N64, PS1, Saturn, and then it's Genesis,
would that
Super
be
Nintendo.
5th?
There goes
Don't do
Moose
the
again with
numbers.
the
Don't do
numbers.
the numbers,
There
man.
goes Moose with the numbers again. I don't want to open a Wikipedia page to see what consoles I'm trying to guess.
God damn it. We can't use
30 seconds.
Wikipedia. All right, anyways. All right.
I
And is it your guess or my guess when we come out of it?
think it's yours.
It's
Moose's.
question 6.
Question 6.
5,
Am I even?
4, 3,
I don't know.
2.
Okay, what am I asking?
I don't know.
Mechanics?
Sure. Do that.
No, I was asking. I was asking Corey if that was my question. You apparently gave an answer, sure.
Do
Which
that.
I guess I'd say yes. So I guess we'll just roll with that.
Is
So
this
wait a second. Is that a yes to their shooting mechanics?
Huh? Oh, I thought you. Oh, I didn't answer that question. What the question I thought I heard you ask? So, am I asking about mechanics?
Okay, so
I said, sure,
wait
yeah.
a second, Corey. Do you want me to ask about?
Yeah, that's fine.
Is there shooting mechanics in the game?
Pew pew.
No, there's not.
Is this a licensed game?
No, it is not.
Ooh.
Do you want me to ask if it's console exclusive?
Let's go. Let's narrow down a generation.
Are there RPG elements?
No, there are not. Whoa.
Wow.
Is this a 16-bit generation game?
Look at his glasses. Look at his glasses.
Matt, say something loud.
What?
Now look up slightly.
Now, what question are you asking me?
Is it part of the 16-bit generation?
Now wait a fucking second, because he's getting. Look at him smiling. So
I'm like, here's your
it could be-
chance.
So your problem is you're asking is it part of the 16-bit generation, and it probably is, but it was released well after the 16-bit generation. So you know what I'm saying? Like, there's the problem. Like, was it released during the 16-bit
No,
generation?
I'm asking if it's part of the 16-bit generation. Like, was it on Super Nintendo or Genesis?
Then your question is the answer to your question is yes, it was on Super Nintendo or Genesis.
Okay.
That was my question.
Sorry,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But see,
Corey.
see, you didn't ask if it was initially released.
Son of a
I'm
bitch.
gonna stab you.
Hey, you know, how many times have you gotten me this way, Corey? How many times?
Hope you trip over a scalpel.
Jesus
no.
Christ, no. Please don't. I love him too much to get hurt.
Don't say that. I'm going to the OR tonight. Don't do that.
God damn. I hope you trip over a scalpel and hit your head on a
Okay, question
I
number 10.
hope you get a glove stuck on your face.
damn.
I mean, that's fair. That'll probably happen.
I was gonna say I hope you have an allergic reaction to latex gloves, but you already would have had that by now. And
Yeah,
also I wouldn't wish that upon anybody because that's
No.
fucking horrible.
No, I have a really scary latex story. Ooh, boy.
All right, another time. Anyways,
Another show. Sorry, Mom.
Super Nintendo or Genesis. Is this a 2D game?
I'm going to say yes because of the generation it's from, but you can move in 3D space.
You can move in 3D space. Should I go? Oh, are we in a huddle?
Gentlemen?
Oh, huddle.
What if it's a fighting game? Like, what if it's a fighting game that moves?
It's like Virtual Fighter. Something like
That
that.
was on Genesis. That was Sega Saturn, wasn't it? That wasn't on Genesis or
Was
Super
it?
Nintendo, as far as I know.
I don't know.
What about what about a beat 'em up like Streets of Rage or Bad Dudes was Nintendo, so that doesn't count. But what was the other one? Was it Final Fight?
Double Dragon.
What about Final Fight?
What's the new game coming out that has a sequel?
Streets of Rage?
No, Double Dragon 4 is coming out. Double Dragon.
Yeah.
Double Dragon 4 is already out. Streets of Rage 4 is coming out.
That's it. I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Double Dragon 4. Ugh. Disappointed.
Yeah.
What do you expect? It's Double Dragon.
Oh, man, Double Dragon was so cool.
Back in the day when you were like
You were an
3.
idiot.
That
Not an
NES
idiot.
port-
He was just 3. He didn't know.
That NES port should have been called Single Dragon.
Yeah, that's true.
Jerks.
Double What's your turn and then my turn? And so, what questions do we want to ask? How much time we got?
He said there was multiplayer.
A minute, or no, I'm sorry,
Could
45
be a
seconds.
brawler. Let's start narrowing down some genres. Could be a brawler. He said multiplayer.
So do we want to ask, is it a brawler?
He
Is
said
it
there's
a
melee.
fighter? Yeah, he did say there's melee. There's no shooting.
No.
So
But you
I
could.
don't know.
What if you can throw things in this game, like knives and barrels and stuff?
is that? But
That's not shooting, and it's not melee. It's throwing.
God damn. Way to be a bitch.
What a-
Way to be a fucking
what a-
bitch.
What a new
All right.
dumb question we have to
10
ask every
seconds.
time now.
I know, seriously. All right.
We have so many questions we have to ask. It's a wonder we never get to all of them.
I know.
I need a question, gentlemen.
Is it my turn? It's my turn, isn't
Yes.
Mhm.
it? Is this a brawler?
No.
Oh no!
Do I want to ask if it's a fighter?
Yeah.
Is it a fighter?
No.
Is this game part of a series?
I don't know.
Oh!
Corey, you asked if it was licensed, right?
Yeah. God, how great it would be if it was Turtles Tournament Fighter. Even though it fits none of the criteria.
But it's not licensed, yeah.
I know that. Moose.
God damn
just-
it, Moose. God damn it. Ooh, what if it's Contra? What if it's one of the Contra games?
It would have to be Contra 3 The Alien Wars. But he said he wasn't sure if it was part of a series. So we got to think of like garbage games that are part of, not maybe part of a series.
I don't know any. I'm sorry, I only played good games back in that generation.
No, it is not part of a series. It was a
Not-
one-off.
It's a one-off, eh? Did we narrow down console? Did we say it was part of Super Nintendo? I don't know.
No, it's
You
either
asked,
Super
if it was,
Nintendo or
you
Genesis.
asked if it was on the 16
I know, but I
bit
couldn't-
generation.
I can't keep track of all my questions and all of Moose's questions. It just
Listen,
hurts
I'm
my
trying
brain.
to help you. I
I know that.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
I just can't remember because I'm dumb.
Well, you're not dumb. You just have a baby, so your baby takes a lot of your brain power.
Not part of a series. Is it my turn? It's my turn, right?
Hmm.
Can you pilot a vehicle in this game?
No.
Ah. If you can choose your character, and it's not a brawler or not a fighter, what other games do you choose your character in? Oh, no.
Wait, what do you got? What do you got?
Wow, what about Puzzle Fighter?
Ooh.
Or like something like that.
Puzzle Fighter would work because that was PlayStation. That was not.
I thought there was one on Super Nintendo.
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Should I ask? Do you play as a human?
Yeah, I mean you can.
Well, it's multiple. It's multiple characters.
Ask about the multiplayer if it's 2 players same time or 2 player past the controller. That's very important to that.
Is the multiplayer 2 players same time or 2 players past the controller? He's going to be like, that's not a yes or no question.
Rephrase your question.
That's not a yes or no question. Is the multiplayer same time, same screen?
Yes.
Jeez, what do I ask?
There's a crucial thing you guys have not addressed. Which is your face. But there's a crucial thing you guys have not addressed, and so it'll keep you forever in the dark.
God. What's that crucial thing, Matt?
I can tell you that.
Oh, well.
I mean, I want to. Don't get me wrong. I need a question though.
I know you do. I'm thinking real hard. Are there power-ups in this game?
No.
Ah!
That's a huddle, gentlemen.
All right.
So we haven't done first party game. We haven't done West or East developer.
True.
And
Let's do that.
2D, but you move in 3D.
What if it's like
Power Stone was on Sega Saturn, wasn't it? So that was 32-bit. And
is there some kind of weird like Diablo style game or like something weird for Super Nintendo?
Yeah, but the Diablo back on the play was no. I don't think that no. Diablo wasn't released on Super Nintendo or Genesis.
I know, but I'm trying to think of like, are there any like isometric games or
that are like 2D but technically 3D?
Yeah, man. I was thinking Gauntlet, but he said it wasn't part of a series, and there's RPG mechanics in there, so it's not that.
And it wouldn't be Diablo because Diablo's part of a series. But I know Diablo-like games. I'm sorry, I'm just.
Let's ask Eastern or Western developed, first party or third party.
Well, if it's first party, and that'll give us our answer.
Yeah. Did you ask if we could play as a human?
No, I didn't.
You'll probably ask that. 3D space. What if it's
we should ask, do you play as humans?
Yeah.
Like, and if he says no, then you know there's some aliens involved.
Are there any bad like Zelda ripoffs for Super Nintendo?
Oh, there are plenty of them.
What are some like weird action games?
So it's not part of a series?
Not part of a series. I need a question, guys.
Yeah.
Is this a Western developed game?
Yes. Okay. Western developed and Western published.
Oh, we gave us a little tidbit there. That's nice. Just the tip.
Shoot. This is a first party game?
No.
I only asked because of Rare.
So no. I got nothing. I don't know.
I have no. I'm so lost right now.
We We're gonna kick ourselves.
I know we are. Jeez.
Should I just ask if it's on Super Nintendo?
Yeah.
Was the game on Super Nintendo?
It was not released on Super Nintendo.
So it's Genesis.
Not necessarily.
That's true.
Is it a TurboGrafx game?
No.
Okay.
So that's 20.
That's 19. So your question 20, Moose. You're evens. Now.
So that's a Genesis game.
Yeah. What about
I don't know what to ask.
Ooh, the weird Zelda game for Genesis. So what is it called? It's not Ever Oasis. That's a 3DS game, but the
Beyond Oasis.
Yeah, that one. Ask if it's Sega's version of Zelda.
Is it Sega's version of Zelda?
No, not even close.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's all I can think of.
Look, I'm going to tell you guys right now. You guys should not take the 5 minutes because you guys will not get anywhere close.
No,
Based on the information you guys have, you guys are not going to get anywhere close.
No, I know. So like, it's just like
Do you want me to just tell you?
No.
Okay.
I want 1 minute.
Okay.
If Corey pulls this out of his ass.
Is it Lemmings 2? No, I'm just
kidding. That would be funny, but there's no combat in Lemmings 2. Don't you just walk off a cliff?
Choosable character. Multiplayer. Genesis. This sucks because I have so many.
I don't want you to think it's a Sega exclusive because it's not.
I'm not.
It's not a brawler.
No, because it could be on.
Not a fighter.
It could be on PC.
It was released on the NES. It just wasn't released on the Super NES.
Ooh.
Yeah. So.
Look at this bastard.
Gosh, I have like 100 Genesis carts in my parents' basement right now. I'm just trying to go through them all in my head. Very badly. Bubble. No, just kidding.
It also eventually came out on the Game Gear, the PlayStation 2, the Xbox, the GameCube, and the PC.
That doesn't help me at all.
Nope, it really doesn't. That's why I said it.
What the fuck would be like? How would it come out on the GameCube from the fucking?
Well, it
Nintendo?
It could be on like a Genesis collection type thing.
That's true.
It came out on the NES also.
Genesis didn't come out on the NES.
I'm gonna punch myself in the face if I
don't think you will. I don't think you will just
all
because.
Right. Just tell us.
Okay. The key thing here is you never asked if it was a sports game. It's a sports game with melee combat.
Mutant
Football League.
Football. What's that say?
Arch Rivals.
Oh, the basketball game. Wait.
No idea what that is.
It's the precursor to NBA Jam. It was put out by Acclaim, developed by Midway.
You know what's funny? I have that for Game Gear.
And
I almost asked if it was a sports game, and I'm like, Matt's not going to pick a sports game.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't feel as bad as I should because I don't know that game.
Yeah,
so, like, I'm okay with losing this one.
Yeah, like I remember going to the arcades to play it, and then when I found it on NES, like I basically spent like 3 or 4 holidays just yelling at my parents to get me that game.
How is there melee combat in that game?
You punch.
You can punch in the game.
You can punch in the game? Okay.
Yeah.
I remember I was really mad because I wanted NBA Jam for Game Gear, and my parents got me Arch Rivals instead.
Yeah.
Kind of like when I asked for Madden, they got me Quarterback Club. It's like
they just started building the hate, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is the first basketball game where you could actually like break the backboard, fight.
Push.
Yeah, you pushed. The NES had a glitch where you could do a 3-point dunk.
Yeah.
It was a good old time. But yeah, did like that game a lot. I wish more games came out like it, but at the same time, I don't because I feel like
You know what's funny too? Like I almost asked if it was a sports game, and I was like, I don't think Matt's going to pick a sports game. But when I asked before I asked myself if I was going to ask you that question, I was like, wonder if it's NBA Jam. Like that game crossed my mind. I'm like, nah, Matt's not going to pick a sports game. Wrong.
Yeah. So
wrong, Mundo.
So that puts Moose and I tied at the top with 3.
Oh, idiot.
Corey with 1.
Yep. Yeah. 1 is the loneliest number. No.
Oh God.
So yeah, we're tied. God damn.
Yeah.
And it's Corey's game next.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which means you and I will fuck up.
Yeah. And you tied.
You guys got it last time.
Wait, no, we're at 3. So he'd still be down by 1.
Yeah, but still, classic Matt and Moose.
I gotta figure out what my next game is gonna be.
So with the end of 20 questions, that brings us to the end of Nerds Gone Rogue. Once again, you can find me at @infinite_rewind on every social media platform I choose to be on. Moose, tell us all the places we can find you.
You check me out on Instagram, Twitter, PSN under Svhenn. Also, you can listen to me, Jason, and Jeff chat about the PlayStation platform on Nerds Gone Platinum, which goes up every Thursday at 7 a.m. You can watch us record on Tuesdays.
Giving a giveaway too.
We are doing a giveaway tomorrow night. If you call in, if you check out our Facebook page, Nerds Gone Platinum, and you call into the number, you will be entered in to win a $20 PSN card. We're just going to have fun tomorrow night, apparently. Jason was just like, let's have fun. And I'm like, okay, cool, let's do it. And so we're doing that.
He's like, you guys on NGR never planned. Why should we?
So you can tweet us at NG_platinum, or you can email us questions and comments or concerns at nerdsgoneplatinum@gmail.com. So
yeah.
That's where you can find me doing what I'm doing.
Corey,
Corey,
take us home.
Take us home, buddy.
All right. You can find me at CoreyHG86 on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. I'm going to start streaming this week, I think. So you can follow me there. You can find me on Nintendo Pal Block, where we are giving away Dark Souls Remastered for Nintendo Switch. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and email us at nintendopalblock@gmail.com for an entry, and we are choosing a winner on October 22nd episode. So if you want a chance to win that game for Switch, there's your information. Go over there and check it out. You can find Nerds Gone Rogue every Monday. You can usually find a B-side on Fridays, although time's been kind of factor for that show recently. So, but you can check out mine and Matt's chat about Bowsette last week. That was an interesting conversation. So, yeah, you can find Nerds Gone Rogue every Monday at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Like, subscribe, and share to our YouTube page. Like us on Facebook. Follow us at Nerds Gone Rogue on Twitter. And until next time, we love you.
Banana and out.
You're welcome.
Ow! And I'm fat and it fit.
You know what's unusually hot right now? The state of Virginia. The state of Virginia. We had to go there this weekend because a lot of death happened this weekend. And
yeah.
Which is sad.
And Virginia's really hot.
Yeah.
It's just I was just like, man, I cannot wear clothes right now.
Fucking North Carolina's like 85. I'm like, get the fuck out. It's
It
fall.
was 80. It was 87 here today. It's
Jesus.
supposed to be 90 here tomorrow.
It's stop.
I mean, I'm at a funeral in a suit and it's 91 outside.
Good times. Hot times.
Yeah.
Hot times in
Summer in the-
October.
Summer in the city. Oh,
It's called Hot-tober. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
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 Hot-blooded.
No. No foreigner. Foreigner bad.
Hot-blooded.
Go ahead. You look like you know the rest.
103.
I will say it right now. Unpopular opinion: Foreigner only had one good song. And that's
Come
Jukebox.
on, baby, can do more than dance.
What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know. I'm singing.
I'm not sure if you are trying to pretend you know Foreigner or really going for that Leo Sayer impersonation.
I don't know any of these things. I'm just,
I can tell.
I'm just hanging out. I do have really. I did come up with a conclusion today, though. Well, not today. It was actually on Thursday, and I've been saving it. I didn't post it on social media, and I didn't post it anywhere. I didn't say it to anybody because I wanted this to be wanted to share it here. But I have a theory about mumble rap. You know, that hip new rap kids are listening to today. I think kids like mumble. You ready for this? You ready for this? Came up with it all by myself.
Okay, all right. Go ahead. I'll let you do your thing.
I think those millennials like this mumble rap because if they understood what they were saying, they'd be offended.
You know, that's all right.
Yeah, I've been
That's
holding on to
all
that
right.
one since Thursday. Sounded better in my head.
No, I think that's fine.
Oh shit. Yeah, YouTube.
I think they like mumble rap because it's probably going against something that adults, people older than them told them was good and they didn't like it. I mean, I've heard some mumble rap that's good, or well, actually, I'll call it SoundCloud rap because that's really where it originated. But I've heard some of it that's okay, some of it that's, and a lot of it that's not great. I should probably hop in the YouTubes.
I think the only mumble rap I think I've actually heard was there's a video going around about Snoop Dogg was making fun of mumble rap and he did some.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny. That's the
I like
extent.
Snoop.
That's the
Snoop's good.
extent of my knowledge.
Snoop Dogg's a good time.
He's a good time.
DOGG word. Yep.
Yeah.
I just work here, and it's okay. I'm
I mean,
trying my best.
I'm just trying to pop out the chat. I'm not completely focused on making wisecracks right now, but I had a few. I'll let you know that.
Woo! One more day of work before my nice 5-day weekend.
My sleep schedule
What?
is all fucked up. Like, it's crazy.
5-day weekend.
Yeah, we're driving to Pennsylvania on Wednesday, and I got a wedding on Saturday, so I'm just chilling Thursday and Friday.
Nice.
I gotta drive back Sunday though. That's the only thing.
My cousin got married this weekend.
Congratulations to him.
Well, he
Or
got
her.
married a couple weeks. He got married a couple weeks ago, but yesterday was like their mini reception thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
It was awesome. We had like a reception brunch. Let me tell you, I ate way too much.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. Brunch anything is a good time.
First of all, they had biscuits and gravy, which is like,
jeez.
which is like,
Hang on. Let's start this show. Before we'll talk about this there.
okay.
Yeah.
Boo! I'm ready. No. Okay.
How much cocaine have you had today, Corey?
Look, man, I'm just tired. Okay, leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Leave Corey
You leave
alone.
the man to his speed. All
It's
right,
fine.
leave him.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm not like trying to disparage his riding of the white horse.
I did an extra line today, and I think it was laced with something else, and it just got weird.
I mean, that's cool.
All aliens and ghosts.
That's always fun.
Pretty much all the fake shows you watch on TLC these days. So some Real Housewives.
Yeah. No. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go.
Tyrone Bakeham's. No. Okay.
Hang on a second.
I'm glad I didn't make myself laugh.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware. I will adapt and adjust accordingly.
What?
We're having food delivered. We were both asleep.
Oh, nice.
Adapt? What are you, a chameleon?
He'll eat. He'll eat his dinner and his breakfast and go to work.
Yeah.
But he won't be leaving anytime soon if we don't get the show started.
I know. I'm trying. Okay, ready? All right, 3, 2.
Man, what's up with that record collection behind you?
Is it new? I've never seen it before.
It looks new. Are those new shelves? I don't think I've ever seen those shelves before.
Did you get those at IKEA? Did you build them yourself?
That plant, I didn't notice it, but that plant is really blossoming up there on that shelf. I'd like to say it's living large.
Living large.
Is that a new record player? That's
fuck off. Both of
It plays-
you.
It looks like it plays the record standing up.
These two assholes.
What a concept. That is an amazing concept. Someone must be making bank on that. All right. I won't stand for it anymore. Start the episode.
Okay.
That was a shout out to the REM album behind you. Isn't that the one that has Stand on it?
Yes, it is.
To your other shoulder.
Yeah, I know it's over here somewhere.
It's that one.
Yeah.
That one has Stand on it?
It's the 4th track on it, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, anyways. I'll let you go this time. Go ahead.
3, 2, 1.